Hi, I am Syria. And today the fascinating topic of psychology I am going to explain, its title is, The Ostrich Effect. Why we avoid bad news, even when it hurts us. Introduction. Have you ever avoided checking your exam results because you were afraid of failing? Or skipped opening your bank app because you didn't want to see how much money you spent? If yes, you've experienced the ostrich effect. It's a psychological bias, where we deliberately avoid bad news, hoping it will just go away. The name comes from the old myth that ostriches bury their heads in the sand to avoid danger. And while ostriches don't actually do this, we humans definitely do. Definition and everyday life. The ostrich effect is all about information avoidance. We ignore uncomfortable truths because knowing them might force us to act. Examples are everywhere. Investors not checking the stock market during a crash. Patients avoiding medical checkups out of fear of a diagnosis. Couples ignoring relationship problems until they explode. Students refusing to open test scores because they can't face the result. In each case, we choose ignorance over reality because reality feels scary. The psychology behind it. So why do we do this? Psychologists suggest a few reasons. First, emotional avoidance. Bad news creates stress, anxiety, or fear. So we protect ourselves by ignoring it. Second, short-term relief. Not knowing feels better in the moment, even though it hurts us in the long run. Third, optimism bias. We like to believe things aren't as bad as they might be. Fourth, fear of loss. Knowing the truth could mean admitting failure, losing money, or facing painful change. In other words, the ostrich effect is our brain's way of saying, if I don't see it, maybe it's not real. Consequences. The problem? Ignorance almost always makes things worse. Financial losses grow if you don't check your debts. Health problems worsen if you don't see a doctor. Relationships collapse if you avoid honest conversations. And ironically, the stress doesn't go away. You just carry it silently. Short-term comfort creates long-term pain. Overcoming the ostrich effect. So how do we fight it? First, reframe bad news as power. The truth may hurt, but information gives you control. Knowing your health, money, or grades lets you act. Second, set regular check-ins. Schedule weekly or monthly reviews for your finances, health, or goals. Facing small problems early prevents big disasters. Third, start small. If you've been avoiding something, take one small step today. Open that email. Check that balance. Make that call. Fourth, ask, what's the worst-case scenario? Often, our fear is bigger than reality. Facing it reduces anxiety and helps us prepare. Conclusion. The ostrich effect teaches us this. Ignoring problems doesn't make them disappear. It makes them grow. The truth might sting at first, but denial costs far more in the long run. So instead of burying your head in the sand, face reality head-on. Because the sooner you confront it, the sooner you can fix it. Question for you. What's one area of your life you've been avoiding? Share it in the comments. You're not alone.